Good morning, everyone. Today I wanted to share some information with you about oil pulling. You might be wondering, what is oil pulling? Well, oil pulling is swishing oil in your mouth, and I use coconut oil, Spectrum Organic Coconut Oil. This is the first brand that I started using when I learned about oil pulling. It even explains a little bit to you on the back of a jar. Chefs know, of course, they cook. Athletes know, and my perception to that is they can afford to purchase such a small jar of oil for, this is about $7. Depending on where you go, it can be a little bit more. The benefits of coconut oil is it has a natural antifungal and antibacterial component in it. It has many benefits. It basically draws the bacteria out of your mouth and body when you oil pull. I'm going to give a demonstration of oil pulling so you can get an idea of what I mean by oil pulling. Another brand that I use, once I did more research, I found out about a liquefied coconut oil. And the difference is this is less processed, and it has 5 times more MCTs, which is basically the medium chain triglycerides. And it's stronger, so I wanted something a little bit more stronger. I still use the cold press solid version, but I pretty much have fell in love with the liquefied because it's just liquid. I can take it in and oil pull. And with the solid, you can liquefy it, or you can just scoop it out like you're scooping peanut butter, put it in your mouth, and it immediately liquefies, and you just swish around with it. I want to show you a quick demonstration. Typically, I oil pull for at least 20 minutes, no more than 30. It's a long time. Some people can tolerate it, some people cannot. But this is what I do. Now, notice I spit it out in the trash. You should not spit it in your sink nor your toilet, nowhere where a drain is, because coconut oil does solidify once it sits. It will solidify back the solid. I have not tried spitting the liquefied out in any drains either, because I'm not sure if it will solidify, but maybe not, but I just, for safe, to be on the safe side, I just spit it in the trash, or you could just simply spit it outside in your grass. Oil pulling helps people with all different types of conditions. It helps you with your hangovers, headaches. You can use it to rub it into your skin for a moisturizer. You can put it in your scalp. It states to rinse it out, once you let it sit, like almost like you're doing like a treatment or something. I add it to my homemade hair mask, and I'll talk about that in another video. Show you a homemade hair mask. And you don't want to swallow when you're oil pulling, because you're drawing out the bacteria. When you start off, the oil, of course, is this color, but it will, when you finish, it comes out as a milky looking color, and that's basically the bacteria drawing in. It whitens your teeth. I'll show you. I've been oil pulling for some time, and it whitens your teeth. And basically, normally, traditionally your teeth at the bottom are a little bit more darker than the top, but I've never had my teeth whitened. I've been oil pulling for about 3 months, and my teeth has gotten whiter and whiter and whiter. I don't have any issues, no toothaches. Times I've bit my gum in the back. I oil pull and it soothes it. And even as I oil pull, which I do in the morning before I drink, eat, or brush my teeth, I notice that it drains. It helps with sinuses, and that the draining, it backdrops. The phlegm, it backdrop. So there are some benefits. And another thing I want to point out is I have not gotten any colds. I've been around numerous people who have been sick, coughing, congested. I have not gotten sick. Haven't had any cold in my chest. or anything like that. And I really stand by oil pulling. And a lot of people oil pulling. You can do some research on it. I wrote a blog in depth about it, giving some research on it, where I even talked about the Indians. They started using this thousands of years ago. If you check out my blog on kalonwriter.com, you can read more in depth and, you know, find out some more information about it. You can do your own research, you know, on Google. And you would see that it pretty much, you know, it's a unique thing to do. You know, it's been keeping a lot of people healthy and getting rid of those bacteria. My favorite is it gets rid of the bacteria. I do not know how to pronounce the word, but it's the bacteria that causes plaque. I brush my teeth in the morning, typically around 7 to 7:30, and I do not have little to no plaque buildup by the end of the night, and I mean like 10 to 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. I rub my tongue across my teeth and they're still smooth, and that's just from one brushing in the morning. I still recommend that you brush twice a day like your dentist say, but I'm not going to tell you about the benefits of oil pulling because, of course, it takes money from their pocket. Traditionally, yes, you do go to the dentist twice a year. However, this is a method that will continue to lessen the bacteria that sits in our mouths. We all have bacteria in our mouth. No one is exempt. And it basically is just like an aid to keeping you, you know, healthy and your teeth strong. So I recommend oil pulling. If you have any questions, you know, any comments or whatever, feel free to leave them. Go to my blog. You know, coconut oil has many benefits. So I suggest you give it a try. And I would like to point out that if you're concerned about the taste or the texture, no taste at all. No texture. I would like, my best example is it feels like you're swishing water in your mouth. I mean, I would not steer you wrong. It's that simple. Some people say they gag. Some people say they don't. Some people say they only can do it for a short period of time. Some do it for a long period of time. I first started out, it was no problem for me. I'm dedicated to this every single morning. Before I eat, drink, brush my teeth, I oil pull. I've had people call me, ask me what am I doing to my teeth. They're so white. And I oil pull. I mean, I've always had good teeth, but I know this is brightening my teeth. And I have pictures to prove that. I will post them later on onto my YouTube or to my Instagram, Kalon Lip Affair. And so you can see the difference in what it does. Typically, you might want to know how long it takes to see a difference in your teeth. I want to say I saw a difference in my teeth somewhere between 10 to 14 days. I saw a difference. And this is every morning. Every morning. You got to be dedicated or you will not get the results that you're looking for. So tune in, and I'll have more things that you can do with coconut oil and other save your money, spend your time type of DIYs, you know, and let's stay healthy, you know. So have a good day, and I hope you guys start oil pulling. It's a benefit.